I'm Shelby Gilroy, and I'm going to talk about why 21st century skills are important. The first thing we look at are state and national technology standards. ISTE, otherwise International Society for Technology and Education, has created a set of technology standards for students through kindergarten to 12th grade to enable students to learn effectively and live productively in an increasingly digital society. These standards are available in all 50 states, and these are our brochure goals pulled from this link of what teachers need to do for ISTE. Here we have Common Core standards, which are different from old state standards in that Common Core standards require students to demonstrate a deeper understanding of subject material taught to them. And these two links go into more aspects on how Common Core is used in the classroom and what it is. Here we have key theorists and their differences. John Dewey from 1859 to 1952 advocated technology in the classroom, and he used the classroom as a laboratory for his learning ideals. He also wrote a book titled Democracy in Education. The main message of this book was that countries that did not use technology were savage. This theorist, George Simmons, talked about how technology was changing learning in the classroom. He said that learning now occurs in a variety of ways where students are learning through personal networks, communities of practice, and through completion of work-related tasks. And he also said learning is a lifetime process. He also says technology is rewiring our brains and the tools we use define and shape our thinking. And many processes previously handled by learning theories, especially in cognitive information processing, can now be offloaded to or supported by technology. Some of the differences between Dewey and Simmons is that Dewey does advocate that technology needs to be used in the classroom, but he never states how. Simmons actually focuses on how technology has changed learning today. And Dewey was more concerned with how society shapes people's thinking, but not necessarily technology as a main aspect. And Simmons says that a student's education in school does not necessarily teach them the majority of life knowledge they will receive. While Dewey thought more of education from kindergarten to 12 as establishing the life knowledge students would receive through adulthood. Okay. Now we're going to go to the evolution of educational technology. 1635 was when the first public school was made. And if you go down here, we have when the first library was made, the first pencil. You can look at some of these others. All the way to 2008 when teachers were allowed to launch live polls with their students in the classroom. And this is the dynamic instructional design, which shows how teachers shape their lessons through step 1 of getting to know the learner, step 2, articulating objectives, step 3, establishing the learning environment, step 4, identify teaching and learning strategies, step 5, identify and select support technologies, and 6, evaluate and revise the design. This is Bloom's taxonomy. In 1956, Dr. Benjamin Bloom stated how he thought students would learn in the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor areas. And here he had two students that revised his design in 2001 through this picture you see here, which was found on this link. And I believe that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen.